Welcome to another informative episode of Housing Development this morning. Thanks for keeping a date. As always, I am your Housing Diva, Flora Annie. The role that housing plays in the social and economic development of any country cannot be underestimated. Interventions in housing by government are widely acknowledged as one of the ways by which the social aspect of the life of the citizenry can be impacted, especially through mass housing, otherwise called social housing. But the big question is, what is the core role of government in housing provision? How can the government improve social housing delivery for low-income Nigerians? How visible is the 2 million naira houses proposed by the federal government for Nigerians? How about the mortgage foreclosure law yet to be adopted and passed in several states? What effect will all this have in provision of affordable housing to low-income Nigerians? Stay tuned as we discuss these and more on the program. Let's start by bringing you major headlines that made rounds during the week. I'll be back shortly.
President Muhammadu Buhari has directed ministries, departments and agencies (MDAs) to give priority to indigenous professionals for planning, design and execution of national projects, admonishing that foreign professionals should only be considered where it had been certified that the expertise was not available. Speaking at the inauguration of the Presidential Monitoring and Evaluation Council of the Executive Order 5 at the State House, President Buhari said the federal government shall introduce margin of preference in national competitive bidding in contracts, in the evaluation of tenders from indigenous suppliers of goods manufactured locally over foreign goods. The president noted that the Executive Order 5 will be used by the administration to midwife a new beginning that would transform Nigeria's economy from resource-based to a knowledge-based and innovation-driven. Lagos State Governor Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu recently reiterated his administration's commitment to building affordable houses across the state for Lagosians. He stated this at the commissioning of Bayview Estate, Ikate Elegushi, Lekki, Lagos. The governor said before the end of the year and first quarter of next year, another set of housing estates will be commissioned in Ibeshe, Ikorodu, Agbowa, Anthony, Shongotedo, and Ekpe. Meanwhile, the state government has begun equipping 1 million youths with cybersecurity and other digital skills necessary for development. Lafarge Africa PLC has announced the launch of its Diamond Club, an exclusive club created to reward and recognize its trade partners who have consistently delivered big volumes of the company's products to customers and end users. The launch of the Lafarge Africa Diamond Club coincided with the 2021 Customer Service Week with the theme The Power of Service and was held at Eco Hotels and Suites, Victoria Island, Lagos. The Lafarge Africa Diamond Club is exclusive to customers and trade partners, designed and structured with tools and benefits that will boost customers' efficiency. In his remarks, the chairman of Lafarge Africa, Prince Adebode Adefioye, reinstated the company's commitment to providing innovative and sustainable building solutions. According to Lafarge CEO Khalid El Dokani, the Diamond Club is Lafarge's way of showing appreciation whilst deepening the partnership that has enabled it to reach and serve its customers with great efficiency. The Lagos State government has warned against uncoordinated physical development along alignments of the ongoing regional road, particularly Shapata near the Victoria Garden City (VGC), where it ordered the immediate suspension of developments. The warning was given by the Lagos State Commissioner for Fiscal Planning and Urban Development, Dr. Idris Salako, on Thursday during a routine monitoring visit to the construction sites. Dr. Salako insisted on prompt compliance with the directive, warning that the state government would henceforth not hesitate to remove any uncompliant developments.
What is the name of my grandson?
Suleiman.
That's a good name. May the Almighty preserve him.
Amin.
Now that your family is growing, this is the time for you to start thinking of a house of your own.
Abba, the thought of this has always been on my mind. To build a house now, you need a lot of money, and that is what is holding me back.
Sonny, what you need is a mortgage. NHF mortgage loan. With NHF mortgage loan, you own a house upfront and pay gradually over a long period of time.
Abba, I will go to the FMBN office right away.
Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
For more information on housing, finance and construction news, visit www.africanhousingnews.com. Moving on, how can the government improve social housing delivery for Nigerians? What role can the National Assembly members play to boost housing development in the country? Let's watch this housing expert as they task both the state governors and the National Assembly members to be housing friendly.
Over the last 5 years, Nigeria has made a huge leap in terms of institutional interventions for housing, but there is a lot more that needs to be done. As a result, the Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, says Nigerians will secure houses worked by the Nigerian government for as low as 2 million naira. Reacting to this recently over a Zoom interactive section with Housing Development, Jide Odusholu, CEO of Up to 5 Holdings, says building a 2 million naira house that is livable is not visible in present-day Nigeria. He also called on the government to create an enabling and conducive environment for real estate to thrive.
You cannot deliver a service livable community for 2 million naira in Nigeria of today. It's not possible. Create a fiscal environment that is friendly to investing developers. When I say investing developers, any developer who has developed or is developing a minimum of 100 to 200 homes, especially in targeted areas that you feel you want to see grow, give them fiscal incentives.
For Professor Charles Iyangete, on his part, tasked the National Assembly members to play a key role in ensuring we have policies that addresses affordable housing in Nigeria.
The Assembly needs to play a key role in ensuring we have a policy that addresses housing. When I mean a policy, I mean a national policy that addresses housing. At the moment, we tend to want to address housing from a large project perspective. If I'm a first-time homeowner, I cannot put my finger on a policy on housing that really cares for me. And it is that first entry, giving that step into the ladder of home ownership that is so crucial. So we need a policy, and the Assembly can do a lot in ensuring that that comes to pass.
Ezekiel Ojo, Managing Director, Shelter Origin, also charged the National Assembly members to leave a positive legacy that they will be remembered for.
If I happen to meet the National Assembly people, I will tell them to formulate a policy, let them legislate it, and let it be part of what they are leaving behind as legacy on housing, that every state or each state every year must produce a certain number of houses that is depending on their needs. And it should be something that is sustainable.
Roland Igbinoba, founder, Peace and Housing Company, speaking, also tasked states to pass the model mortgage foreclosure law to enhance housing development.
Without a proper investment climate, you cannot do housing or housing finance transactions. And what the foreclosure law is doing is giving investors confidence. And I think that more states need to pass that bill just to create an investment-friendly environment.
It is pertinent to ensure the availability of affordable housing by giving a better commitment and attention to the delivery of housing facilities that are affordable and accessible to Nigerians, especially those within the no-income, low-income, and lower-medium income groups.
Housing experts there charging the National Assembly members and the state governors to be housing friendly. One area of concern there also is the issue of foreclosure law, as spoken by Roland Ibinoba. Some of the merits of the mortgage and foreclosure law include creating an enabling environment for states to provide affordable housing for their citizens by de-risking the housing and mortgage sector and unlocking its potential for economic growth. It would also serve as an enabler for ease of doing business index, as the state will improve, and this will in turn further improve the business case for new investment in housing and catalyze access to finance for citizens of the states. We shall discuss more on the foreclosure law in our subsequent edition. I'll be back in a moment.
What if I told you you could find paradise in the Niger Delta? What if I told you you could find real estate that you desire that is world-class in the Niger Delta? And I tell you, look no further, the Plantation City Estate Development by Delta Mega Trends Nigeria Limited is just what you need. They've got a well-structured and smart building plans, 24 hours uninterrupted power, constant water supply, 24 hours pharmacy, a bank, a shopping mall, lounges, well-secured entrance, automated gate, access road, police station, well-paved road, street light, fantastic green areas, green ambience, park for adults and children, and a good spot for customer service support. And it's just amazing that all of this is happening in the Niger Delta in Otokutu Warri Delta State, where you have instantly about 18% return on investment for every property you buy. Hurry today and be part of the paradise going on in the Niger Delta by calling these numbers 0802-808-8144 or visit www.deltamegatrend.ng. Plantation City, your dream city in nature.
Welcome back. You're watching Housing Development. In what ways can the government help the average Nigerian to become a homeowner? What are the thoughts of Nigerians on housing? How can they conveniently become homeowners? Well, let's find out on Voices on the Streets.
Well, for me, I feel that government should consider building and try to find a way to break down the rent into maybe every particular, maybe every 3 months, every 4 months, every 6 months, and then tell the occupants to pay a particular amount of money instead of having to have private companies building and then telling you to pay 9 million, 10 million, 15 million to buy the entire building. So I feel that if government can actually step into it and then just decide to, build an affordable home and then spill it over based on the capacity of the occupants, then that will solve a lot of problems.
If I may answer you direct, I don't have anything in mind because we are not truthful to any cause in Nigeria. The reason being that even if the government initiates these projects, it will not get to the people who are supposed to be the ones that benefit from it. And the way we live is what for myself and my family alone. So with that, even if the projects are completed, definitely the beneficiaries cannot get. And even if they're supposed to give it out, it will be those that saves them. That is my own thoughts about this.
To me, what the government should do more, first of all, to create more awareness to the general public. The awareness isn't enough as far as I'm concerned, and to create more policies. What I mean by policies, if more mortgage banks could be created, most especially with that is interest-free loans. You understand? That will attract more customers. I mean, more of the general public. Interest-free loans. You understand? Or mortgage avenues. I think that will be more appropriate as far as I'm concerned.
There was a time the President Buhari himself cited Saudi Arabia as an example how Nigeria should emulate. I understand that Saudi Arabia, they have the housing program for their citizens, of which if the houses are not given freely to the public, an average citizen supposed to be able to pay money to the extent that within a particular year you'll be able to cover the money. Housing project is not an issue that federal government will just build and say we want to recover the money in 2 years or 3 years. So it is a program that they're supposed to spread along the years, so that even a particular person could not be able to finish paying it. His next of kin will continue to pay it, being the person that will inherit such a property. That is my own expectation from the government. There is nothing government can give to their citizens other than to give them affordable shelter and make sure that food is available to everybody's table.
Housing is one of the essentials of human. It's a way of providing shelter for the people. And so as a responsible government, all they are supposed to do is, to the best of my opinion, is develop these houses and let the low-income earners occupy it and be deducting this money from their salary in installment. And by so doing, I believe this problem of housing in Abuja, I know it's not only related to Abuja alone, but especially in Abuja, will be curtailed.
My name is Andrew Chimponda, the Group Chief Executive and Managing Director of Shelter Afrique. I strongly endorse the housing program and housing show, and I think you should keep watching it. Thank you.
Voices on the street there, Nigerians expressing their thoughts on housing affordability. Let's go for a short break. I'll be back. You're watching Housing Development. Nigeria's most prestigious and most credible housing awards is set to hold on the 8th of December 2021. It is an annual event that celebrates the success of firms, individuals, teams, and companies who are setting trends in innovative construction, consistency in high industry standards in the housing and construction industry. The African Housing Awards is all about the recognition and promotion of excellence, hard work, and determination. The award, which is set up to promote excellence in the real estate sector, has more than 35 winners in the different award categories. It is time to recognize and celebrate the game changers in the sector. Here is a quick one from the organizers of Africa Housing Awards.
It is time to celebrate excellence in the housing and construction industry. Who deserves a special recognition for excellence? Here are the categories: President of Professional Bodies, Nigeria Housing Person of the Year, Housing Friendly Governor of the Year, Affordable Housing Person of the Year, CEO of Real Estate Company of the Year, Mortgage Bank of the Year, Cement Company of the Year, Housing Finance Personality of the Year, Affordable Housing Project of the Year, Commissioner for Housing of the Year, Best NGO in Housing Sector of the Year, Real Estate Developer of the Year, Smart City Development Company of the Year, Housing Events of the Year, ICT Supports for Housing of the Year, CEO Mortgage Bank of the Year, Housing Friendly Legislator of the Year, Best Architectural Design for Housing Project of the Year, Affordable Housing Champion of the Year, Housing Friendly Commercial Bank of the Year, Housing Program of the Year, Housing Friendly TV Station of the Year, Housing Friendly Newspaper of the Year, Housing Reporter of the Year. Let's celebrate the best in our sector. Let's promote excellence in all aspects of the Nigerian housing and construction industry.
And the award goes to
Welcome back. The Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria held its annual general meeting recently in Kaduna. Our correspondent was there.
The 2021 annual general meeting of the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, REDAN, was held in Kaduna recently. The meeting was aimed at developing members of the association on happenings in the real estate sector in the past year. The REDAN National President, Dr. Aliyu Wamako, stated that the association has done a lot in the area of providing affordable housing, and there was a need to give accounts to members on where they are presently.
In accordance with our Constitution provision, Article 14(3), that we can hold a general meeting to consider and discuss matters of general interest pertaining to the progress and development of the association. This event is called to enable us to inform members of development in the association as well as interface and evaluate on how best we can situate our business operations to optimal results and align our practice to a global practice standard.
In line with the RUHI 774 scheme, targeted at developing 100 housing units in the 774 local government council of the Federation, including the FCT, Wamako said the association is ready to kickstart the project and finance would not be a hindrance. Furthermore, he encouraged civil servants who were interested in owning a house to register.
My leadership came up with modest strategies to provide affordable and accessible housing to Nigerians in both rural and urban areas of Nigeria. Accordingly, the association initiated the Rural Urban Housing Initiative, RUHI 774 scheme, and is aimed at developing at least 100 housing units in each of the 774 local government councils of the Federation, including the FCT, where be civil and viable. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you this assurance that we have done so much, and what we are only waiting for is for our developers to package their application. The facility is there. We have gotten the money. This is no doubt about it.
Meanwhile, the chapter chairman Mohammed Kudu Mohammed reiterated that RUHI 774 initiative has just been approved by the federal government. He added that the presidency had made available through the Federal Ministry of Finance 200 billion naira to execute the project.
We are combining the annual general meeting with extraordinary general meeting. The extraordinary general meeting is meant to, we'll be looking at some issues which involves constitution, amendment, modus operandi of our pet project, RUHI 774, which has just received the approval of the federal government. Like you heard in the president's speech, the federal government has released, through the presidency through the Federal Ministry of Finance, has made arrangement of 200 billion naira for this rural housing initiative, RUHI 774. On our part, as the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, we have also secured a $500 million loan from Shelter Afrique. We are looking at the nitty-gritties, Like you heard in the president's speech, developers have been selected. Already Kaduna has been approved as approval for 1,000 houses, which we are starting the construction any moment soon.
Hello, my name is Casey Arrest. I'm the Executive Director of the Centre for Affordable Housing Finance in Africa. We're based in Johannesburg, South Africa. Please keep watching Housing Development Programme. It's a great show.
And that is it on today's episode of Housing Development. Thanks for your time. To catch up on all you've missed or to watch previous episodes of the program, do also subscribe to the YouTube channel Housing TV Africa. Do remember to follow us on all our social media handles. I remain Flora Ani, your Housing Diva. See you soon.